gets back, got pulled last game of a big test tonight against Minnesota, and Philip Gustafsson, the Gus Bus as they call him in Minnesota. Like Matt Boldy and Kirill Kaprizov, and you've got a pretty good formula, I think, to make a run, and they got to get out of the Central Division first.
Now here's a breakaway from that. Boldy, he scores! Boldy took the draw on one end, or the Minnesota team did, and they went high over everybody. Boldy got behind the D and gives Minnesota a 1-0 lead.
This is an offensive zone faceoff, and look right now, Boldy's anticipating possession. He gets above the defenseman there, and it's just a flip-out puck, and they're off to the races, and Boldy gets, this is a great play. Doesn't look like a great goal, but I know as a goaltender right now, you're expecting a move here, and look how quickly he just shifted from looking like... He's a John Hines type of player, right? He's the kind of guy that will grind, grit, do those things.
Now a breakaway in the other direction. Here comes Steven Stamkos swooping in. Backhander stopped by Gustafsson.
But the next evolution of that is getting that puck up and over the pad and blocker.
And you got a deadly power play on the ice right now. Boldy almost made it 2-0, and now it bounces in. It is 2-0. Boldy with 2 goals before the seats get warm at Bridgestone Arena.
As is number 12, Matt Boldy. They win the draw. Winning faceoffs is so huge. That's a great play. Look at the pace that he gets on this. He's a left shot. Look at that. He gets it up, puts it in net. For a goaltender, that's hard. Saros does a good job of getting a piece of that because that happens so fast and so quickly, and it ends up coming bounce. It goes off.
Tennessee Lotto powerball power play for the Predators. Philip Forsberg gets it back to Roman Josi. Regular 5 out there with Marchessault. Out to the middle, Josi, a good look! It's behind, score! Josi with the initial shot. Forsberg picked up the loose change behind Gustafsson. Power play goal makes it 2-1.
Well, the power play strikes again, and this has been a real weapon for the Nashville Predators lately. Staying in hockey games, getting down early, finding ways to come back and get back in the hockey game. You get a penalty and a power play and take advantage of the opportunity. They win the faceoff. Good movement, low to high. Josi gets the puck.
Faber was already a really good player. Now you put him with Hughes and you're in real trouble. Here comes Boldy looking for more. Saved by Saros, rebound right in the air. And it's tipped in from the side of the cage. He did it again. Matt Boldy's 3rd goal of the period. And some hats coming down from the visiting fans.
Knock it out with this glove. Watch this. It's going up in the air. Saros is going to catch a Blankenberg, and then it hits Preds player right here on the back door. I can't see who this is. Right there, it hits McCarron. Comes back, and then Boldy's able to tip that in, so he's going to get credit for this goal. And that's the right play. It's the right play. Get that out of there. And Boldy, good on him. He follows up. He goes to the net. He gets a backhand, gets elevation on that bouncing puck, and you can see Blankenberg throwing his head up there. Can't believe it. You're doing all the right things. This is exactly what you want to do, and unfortunately, it hits McCarron, and Boldy did what he was supposed to do, go to the net. Well, this is where the Predators really power play got the big first goal.
He stole it back. Forsberg across, O'Reilly drifting back and feeds Josi. Nashville sets up again. Forsberg across and score! Shanahan for the top 10 of power play goals. He's 7th.
Well, it seems every night Steven Stamkos in the power play again. Look at the movement. Low to high, back to high to the bumper. Forsberg right over to Stamkos. The Minnesota Wild, their heads are turning right now, and I think Boldy might have got a piece of it.
But 3 games against the Wild and 3 goals. Remember, he had the dramatic goal that tied it with .1 on the clock to send it to overtime in the first meeting, then the game winner in overtime on the second game.
Yeah, and the puck movement on the power play, that made that goal happen.
This one, score! Eric Holla!
Well, they didn't grab it early, but they grabbed it earlier than they did against St. Louis, and it's unbelievable. I can't understand this team, but they never give up in the battle level right there. Marchessault in on the forecheck, wins the battle on the boards. Eric Hall falls up, just puts it back to the net. Right there, it's going back down low. Marchessault tips that out. Hall going. We talked about the starts, but we came back again, so it's a whole new hockey game, is what he said.
You can tell his wheels were turning. Like, you can't look back now. Here we are, 3-3.
Nobody knows. Love his passion. He was kind of giving. I love how he was giving Dirks a little bit of crap there for the who's got the better looking bobblehead.
Yep, that's always a fun game to play.
Oh yeah.
There's a stretch pass. O'Reilly is loose. He approaches the net, drops it back, and a save made. Rebound, score!
What is going on in Smashville? The Preds come out of the gates on fire, putting the puck on net. Net drive. Luke Evangelista, net front, pulls it to the forehand, right around Gustafsson, and unbelievably, the Preds take the lead.
Back to the action. Now it's Marchessault over to Forsberg. Great save by Gustafsson. A shot for the point off the post. Rebound back to the net. Knocked down by Spurgeon. Josi tries to hang on to it. Taken away by Yakov Trenin. Tarasenko makes the move to the middle. Set up and in. Oh, what a play. Yakov Trenin just found a loose puck out of nowhere.
Possession time earlier in this sequence. Tarasenko cuts to the middle there, and then looks like Roman Josi kind of has it, and then Trenin just comes in on that right there. Roman he loses the puck, and then Trenin just comes up, and this is a great little tip. It just kind of swipes at it, and it goes up in the top corner over UC Saros, and Trenin, as we've seen, his favorite goal celebration. You need to be aware of all the time, so those reminders in that intermission are extremely important. It's the other guys. Matt Boldy's obviously got 3 goals. Yakov Trenin, that line, the third line, had a big play there. So
steal made momentarily. An aggressive play by Haula. Bunting to Haula. Save made by Gustafsson.
Great play by Bunting, and then gets it out to Haula. Gustafsson dialed in. That's a great save.
Minnesota goes to work. The captain, Jared Spurgeon, off to Boldy. Rebound right there. Stick by Saros and a follow-up save on Eriksson.
2 big scramble saves by Saros.
Shipped in the air. Smith comes over right simultaneously with Tarasenko. Now Urov. Got it through. Out Middleton. Stamkos tried to dig it loose. A shot Tarasenko, and it went off of Blankenberg.
I think there's been 2 of those tonight where you're doing everything right, you're battling defensively, and this is the worst case scenario. And Tarasenko, just look at Blankenberg, he's trying to find what you should do. You're trying to find where's the next threat, where's the guy, what stick do I got to take? He turns around here. This is a harmless play. It goes off his left leg, bounces back in the net. Tough break there for Nashville.
Josi. Score!
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Right now, the Preds give up a goal. They go down 5-4, win a face-off, and Roman Josi comes down the wall, throws it to the middle of the ice, and they get a bounce.
Spurgeon had it, popped up in the air. McCarron with 7 on the clock. Makes the move on Boldy. He's got a chance for 1 shot. Puts it towards the net. Popped up in the air. And for a 3rd time on the season.
I know that wasn't known until the trade was made. So they got something for nothing. But here we go, Willie.
First face-off, 2 great face-off players. Final minute. The Kaprizov still out there. Paula wants a change. Stamkos comes in for it. Now a 2-on-1 down low. Boldy to Spurgeon. He scores! A barn burner ends up 6-5 for the Wild.
From behind, 50-50 call there, and then the Minnesota Wild come down. Boldy with a beautiful pass to Spurgeon. Far side, he wins it.
6-5 is the final.